something? No, not really.
He's a heckler.
He's a heckler. Exactly.
No, I joke with you, but I'm not against you.
Very weird. This guy, I'll tell you about it. We used to be in a band together. Anyway, a lot of stories. This first song, I wrote this a long time ago, and it just kind of, I played in my band, we're called Pumaguchi. We've been playing around in the valley for a long time. We'll be at the smoke shop there in Labor next Thursday. You guys should check it out. If you're not doing anything, talk to me after. I'll give you the flyer, send it to you, whatever. But anyway, it's gonna be good. That's our next big gig. But this one here, it's called Fearless. When we were kids, the childhood long gone, it's forward from our onward man. With your best friend, I'm your best friend. This is new. Refusely, baby, I'm just watching you fall asleep in the room. It's a bit of a tearjerker. Wearing thin, the bodies withering away like yesterday did. The sun is setting soon, the soul is carried on the wind with your best friend, your best friend. I'm not sure what's coming over me. This is new. You can't sleep, baby. I'm just watching you fall asleep in the room. You can't sleep, baby. I'm not sure what's coming over me. This next one is, I'm trying to work on this cover. I've been doing this for years, and I haven't done open mic night in a long time. I've just been playing bass with my band. But this is here's an attempt at a Deftones cover. Ooh. This is a Slipknot song? No, I'm just kidding. This is one I grew up with. I mean, I listen to this song a lot. Maybe some of you have or have not, I don't know. But it's called My Own Summer. big star. Tell me when it's over. Hey you, big moon, guide me to shelter, top through, bring me to reach the 6 and summer. Sure, the sun outside. The God is moving his tongue. There's no crowd in the street and no sun. The shade is a tool, a device, a savior. I try look up to the sky. My eyes are the cloud. Show the sun outside. Shove it aside. I think God is moving his tongue. There's no clouds in the sky. Crowds in the street and no sun anymore. There's no sun anymore. Shove the sun outside. Shove it aside. That's it. I think that's it for me, and thank you guys.
One more time for Paul. You heard the man himself. All right, cool. So next up we have CJ Liscombe. Cool.
So this is really great, you know, when I saw this online, and I've been to many open mics before, and it's been a while though. It's a lot of fun because there's diversity. You get a person that comes up here, and I've met people that it was their first time, and they're like, oh my gosh, I remember my first time. And that's where, you know, it's a platform where you want to be at in order to try your stuff out, who you are as an artist, who you want to be as an artist, you know. I've been playing music since I was a kid, but never really seriously. And all of a sudden one day I woke up, I was like in my 40s, and I was like,
Louder.
I want to get out of the garage. So I put a band together. And I started playing in the streets, any place that would have you? You know, pizza and beer. I'm like, oh man, it's kind of cool. Whatever it took, because it seems like the arts kind of dictates it, you know. So one day, I became, well, I just started playing music. I was the singer of the band. They always called me the leader of the band. And I was like, you know what? Okay, take it as it is. I always marveled at how songs were written. Love the stories behind them. And how they became stories into songs. And then one day I started writing my own songs. And it became magical. When you do something like that, you never go back. Because all of a sudden, everything inside of you, your soul, who you are, how you want to interpret, put it into words. Sometimes you can't put it into words on situations that happen in life until you write a song and you put it into a song. And so when I come to an open mic, my wife asked me, she goes, "What are you going to play tonight?" I was like, I don't know. I was rehearsing some stuff this morning, but it always changes because of the vibe of how you feel at a certain place. Let me know if that's too loud. We don't want it to unbalance the room. So, as I was sitting there listening to Paul, Paul becomes an inspiration. And inspirations are good. Sometimes, well, obviously you need him to write song to it, but it's like, what do you feel at the time? How's the balance on that? Good? All right. Let me see, I might have to snap down my strap on. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. So one day I was working with this guy and he goes, "Hey man, so where'd you grow up at?" You know, I told him San Diego, and he never been there. And I said, "You know what, dude?" I go, "When I make a song and put it on the radio, we'll both go down there, all right? And we'll get the highest hotel and, you know, talk goes on." So I went home and I wrote this song. I was 13, life took a little turn. Found rock and roll, never to return. Brown-eyed girl was my favorite song. Made the girls dance when I sang along. Grew my hair long, learned to play guitar. Looking for a break to be a superstar. Fame and fortune was the way to go. Just reading me a song on the radio. Never to return. Brown-eyed girl was more than a song. Yeah, I asked her out to dance, she smiled and sang along. Well, I got myself a job, but kept playing my guitar. I became a daddy, or was a superstar. Still feeling fortunate, just a bit short. Even if you're not on the radio. This next song, picture if you will. It's a long story. The inspiration behind it, but picture if you will. The last moment of your life. In this situation, you know, what happens in the mind before you die, depending on the circumstances. It could be fatal. But what happens in that mind? The heartbeat, you're incapacitated, your mind is just triggering off. And what really do you go through? And that's what this song is about. It goes like this. Mama, don't cry for me anymore. Just a few more miles till I'm home. Leaves are starting to fall, and I'm cold. All my years of life turned to stone. Mama, I wanna tell you where I've been, searching for you in my dreams. Mama, keep shining your light on me, guide me through the dark and set me free. Treasures of you in my life.
One more time for CJ. One more time for CJ. We have one more musician to open us up, and then we'll have musicians again at the end of the show. So if you want more music, stay till the end of the show. Next up, we're gonna have Mike Kibbe. So give it up for Mike Kibbe.
I like it, man. I like it. So you were way back here, but I could hear you.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Probably right here. Well, I guess since we're all doing originals, let's start off with one that's a little heavy. So it's called Doing Time. Oh, that was it. Here it is. Woke up this morning, night before, heavy on my head. Couldn't find the Sunday paper. When I did, guess what it said? Guess what the paper read? Schools tell the kids they just can't pray to God. Society tells the parents there's no damn job. How many times can we stand in the welfare line? Oh, we realize we're doing time. Just doing time. Everyone's just putting in their time. Just wasting all their time. Everyone's just putting in their time. Marriage doesn't mean a single thing today. Till death do us part, no couple ever should say. There is no such thing as trust anymore. Every time they have a fight, they run out the goddamn door. Just putting in their time. Everyone's just doing their time. Just wasting all good time. Everyone's just wasting to the drizzle and the rain. Woke up this morning now, and rain. It's insane, and I didn't know what to do. The dark, the sky was so gray. Hey, yeah, it's cold outside. There's my baby went away. Well, it's cold outside. There's my baby, she really ran away. She's gone to stay, and I don't know what to do. I guess I'll play a little lead for you on this guitar. Yeah, do it. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? You know what, how many times before she walked out that front door? You know, I don't have enough numbers in my brain to tell you that answer. You know, and every time she did go out that door, she came back right through that door for more. Every single time, didn't she now? No, she didn't. Sit here and I made me one and I shot me one down and threw me one up and pitched one over and put one down and laid on one and blew one out and lit one up and waited for her to come right through that back door or the front door because they were both unlocked like she did every time before. But something was different this time. Because somehow she don't need me or none of my shit no more. And that's why. Yeah, now it's cold outside. If my baby went away. Stuck record, now it's cold outside. If my baby, she really ran away. She's gonna stay, and I don't know what to do. Never know what to say now. Better take a jacket now, folks, you hear? Thank you very much. Great audience, great audience.
One more time for Mike Kibbe, guys. That was really good. The reason we do this in portions is because comics can't follow that kind of talent. It's true. They always feel bad about themselves. So we have to separate the music and the comedy.
Well, we don't mind warming everybody up.
Yeah, there you go. Boom. All right. So we're gonna have a brief, about 3 to 5 minute intermission. Next up, we're gonna have the spoken word and poetry portion, which will be hosted by Megan. So you won't see my ugly mug for a bit, but make sure you guys go get drinks. If you're thirsty, if it's warm, there's water out there. Yes, supply and demand is true, it works. But yeah, go use the restroom, get some drinks. We'll be back in about 3 to 5 minutes, guys. Excuse me. Attention. Cool. I said I wasn't gonna host this next part. I'm not. There's a lot of new faces in here, so if you were hearing this more than once tonight, I'm sorry, but I gotta do the emergency spiel again. Alright, so, in case of a fire emergency, there are 2 exits. Hey, if you guys burn, I tried back there, all right? You guys see I'm trying, all right? So we have 2 exits in case of an emergency, right there, right there. If you need to use a restroom, it's back there. Please make sure you knock. Nobody wants to hear anyone scream tonight. Yes, I'm gonna keep using the same jokes I did earlier. Sorry. But yeah, that's about it. Make sure you buy some drinks at the bar if you're thirsty, and yeah. So without further ado, here is Megan for the spoken word part.
Poems tonight, but
Okay,
I just
good.
want to get started by
That's
saying
right.
thank you for everyone for being here, and also just thank you for the space. Thank you for having us. Thank you for Julio for letting me be involved in this. Julio came out to one of the no filters that I helped host out in Fresno. It's something similar to this kind of open mic where it's kind of whatever. Everybody can say whatever they want, get up here, just storytelling, music, poetry, you know, you want to dance, anything like that. Like, we welcome it. We're so encouraging, so supportive of everyone. We get a lot of first timers. A lot of people taking the stage for the very first time. And they do a really good job, and it's a very supportive crowd. So yeah, I'm going to get started out with a poem that I like to read to introduce myself. Like I said, 4 of my poems I'm going to read tonight. One of my poems is New Shit. Anybody know? There you go, thank you. So when I read that poem, I'm going to be like, all right, I'm going to read some new shit. And when I say that, I want you to sound back, new shit. Yes, just like that. All right, this is not new shit, this is old shit, but I'm going to hit you with this, right? My name is Megan M. Pronouns preferred are they and them. If you're in the queer community, I'll be your new friend. A beacon for connection, catalyst for change is what I intend. I want stomping homophobia to be the latest trend. Did you know you're going to hell? I'm already there. Live and let live. In this world, people don't want to give. They want to take. Powered by greed, fueled by hate, call me Butch. I take that as a compliment. I'm not surprised by all the incompetence. Small minds in these complex times, at least we still have each other. Accepting a sister that used to be a brother. Hoping one day that gay friend comes out to their mother and is accepted. Our existence and rights are up for debate. Things can be worse for you depending on the state. And in some countries, practically burned at the stake. Where's the love? I'm reaching out so we can rise above. Strength is in numbers, and coming together can really work wonders. Let's make ourselves clear. We deserve to have rights, and it's okay to be queer. Thank you. I know there's a full moon coming up. Full moons are always pretty intense for me, but I wrote this a couple full moons back. This one's called Wax and Wane. Enchanted by the waxing and waning, the light will be back, the dark's not staying. Like a fire fading, in a moment again it starts blazing. Shifting your path to go somewhere amazing, unsure of the destination, anxiously waiting. Wondering how far you can get before the bucket gets kicked, shooting for a strike and still celebrate the split. Listening to your body when it tells you it's sick, best to handle it or the worst things will get. Incapacitated by a stirring in your stomach, in the pit, place your hand on your chest, take a deep breath, sit. You have the power to get well, even if right now you think you're in hell. Look at the moon, contemplate your situation, focus on the light like some kind of fixation. Ease your frustration and adjust your imagination to not be so degrading. Because this experience is like the moon, always waxing and waning. Thank you. This one I just wrote. This is the new shit that I'm going to be reading. New shit. Thank you. All right. My friend Blue, who who helps me run the open mic and No Filter open mic out in Fresno, she's putting together a zine, and the theme of the zine is femininity. I'm non-binary, but I do like to kind of channel my feminine energy sometimes, kind of lean into it. And I kind of try to channel that when I wrote this poem and when I created this collage piece to kind of accompany it. This one's called Femininity. Soft like the petals of a rose, a tongue sharp like thorns, but it rarely shows. Elegance oozing from head to toes. Listen closely, here's how the story goes. Earth is her mother. She is the product of a night with a faceless lover. Earth had raised her with another, calling the sun and the moon her brothers, carrying her energy on the left side, and she's afraid she doesn't run and hide. Wondered how she'd be looked at as a bride, found out and failed. At least she tried. Painting her nails to match her mood, sometimes black, mostly blue. Worrying when experiences stopped feeling new. Losing her grip, unsure what to do. Searching to find a love that feels true, while in her haste, she forgot to look in one place. Caught up in flipping rocks and picking locks, wearing thin, counting to 10, till finally she found the love she was looking for within. Thank you. one more, and then I'm going to move on to the rest of our amazing poets for the night. I do write a lot of poetry. I like putting my poetry in zines, so similar to that collage I did, I do a lot of poetry books that I put together. I have 3 of them out so far. This one is my second one. This is one of my favorite poems to read. I like especially like closing with it, so if it's going to be my last one, I like closing with it. And I always like to dedicate it to everyone. Everyone here in this room, this poem is dedicated to you. Has anyone told you lately that you're beautiful? Lack of recognition for your accomplishments is inexcusable. Giving so much you take from yourself, I see the pain in your eyes and you're not asking for help. Feeling crushed by the weight of the world? Relax your shoulders. Let the knots in your stomach unfurl. Intrusive thoughts will enter, negativity, doubt, and bitter words. But you want to know something I heard? Pressure makes diamonds. Years you've had to suffer to magically manifest treasure, pricking your finger for the pain that helps you appreciate pleasure. You could place them in a ring and wear them proudly. In a room full of opportunities, I would say your name loudly. Thriving and surviving in a world so cruel, I want to see your hearts full. Has anyone told you lately, my Hanford friends and family, that you're fucking beautiful? Thank you. All right. Coming up next, we have Amanda.
Hello everyone. My name is Amanda. I'm an artist and a writer based out of Lemoore. And among other things, I am a feeler, a lover, and an alchemist. I paint, I write, and I live to shift. And this is my truth. And I want to thank CJ for something he said during his set that inspired me to feel into the vibe of the room and switch things up as needed. So here we go. Afraid to write, naked, exposed, displayed for all the world to see, and of course, to pity. I'm running within, hiding in dark places and hoping no one sees my tears, my chills, my fear. It couldn't possibly be that I belong here. This was my mistake, to assume. They will all soon know I was a fraud. Surely I will be cast down and away forever. In no universe does my heart continue to beat to the drummer muse. Discarded instead, roughly packaged and shipped away. Do not return to sender, grade A shit. Trust, they say. Live your truth. Believe. Who? Me? Who? Me? Myself? Trust myself? Absurd. I did see a daisy once, growing among the rot. Or maybe I imagined it was there. But she saw it too. Probably crazy. And the stars were aligned that day. Coincidence? The pencil, the class, the challenge, this room, the moon. Written in the stars, they say. It cannot be denied, they warn. The flame, when I feel it, is hard to extinguish, treacherous to withhold. The words, when I hear them, beg to be written, clawing from inside. Could it be that it's me? It is me. I am me. I am really this? Could it be yes? If you are fearless, if I fear less. Thank you. To all the scared creators out there, it's going to be okay, and yes, you do belong up here. This is not a poem about sex, though your mind will want it to make it easier and less complex. Illusions and shadows tangled like bed sheets. Let it unravel you. Heart aching, hands sweating, legs quivering. Prepare your body. This is going to hurt. Stretch you, push you to the edge, because edges are where ecstasy lives, expanding your capacity for more. Connection, love, commitment, they aren't insulation from pain. It's hands and bodies connected, love and pain intertwined. Holding on together, committed to carrying you to the finish. Steady rhythm, never breaking, do not stop. Why? Because you know the truth lies over the edge, the little death. Your sacrifice will be rewarded with peace and pleasure, knowing you are safe, you are held, you are loved. And that look on your face, the satisfaction of being stretched to your max and having survived, the thrill and desire to do it all again and again and again. Welcome to being human. That's it for now, and thank you to those of you holding this space for us to express ourselves, and I want to thank myself for showing up today.
All right, thank you, Amanda. Give it up one more time for Amanda. Thank you. And next up we have Miranda.
Hello everyone, so this is my second time doing anything like this. I originally was just going to show up and watch, and then I was going to do one poem, and now I think I'm going to do two, so. Yeah. Alright, so this poem is called Picking Petals. I love me not. I pluck each petal and tear myself apart. It's easy, too easy. Like I was made to self-destruct softly. I dig with hands that should be gentle, but they're not. Not with me. I pull at the roots and claim I'm digging deep. I keep looking for the rot, the flaw, the thing that makes me too much or not enough, and everything in between. Picking and tearing, yet convinced I'm fixing. Digging and searching, but the more I search, the less I find. Just a tangled mess and all my petals left behind. Maybe what's left behind isn't broken but free. It's time to stop digging and let my petals be. I wrote it for my son Gabriel because before I had him, I felt like I was just this shell, I wouldn't let anybody in. And then ever since I had my son, I find that I just cry over silly moments. Like yesterday we saw our first train, and I was like, it's just so beautiful, and it makes me just appreciate life and see it through a different lens. So I don't cry over spilled milk. That's just life's little play. I cry over sunsets that take my breath away. In the moments still, embracing peace, and in getting to know the real me. I cry over moments that make me feel whole, like divine acceptance that heals the soul. I don't cry over spilled milk. I cry over moments that make us feel alive. I cry over beauty that makes my heart thrive. I cry over hugs with friends and moments where I belong, over pursued dreams and my favorite songs. I don't cry over spilled milk. I cry over love that stands the test of time, and all the little things that make life sublime. I cry over laughter under the stars and the strength to show our scars. So I keep things in perspective, come what may. Keep finding joy in life's little play. I don't cry over spilled milk.
Oh, that was so beautiful, Miranda. One more time for Miranda.
is my very first time on stage. I've been in front of on a stage doing stuff that was scripted, you know, like presentations and speeches and stuff like that, but not just me. So this is scary. This is a poem I wrote a long time ago, I think. It's called The Middle of the Night. I stay up till the middle of the night and think about you, how it feels to be without you, a ship without its anchor, a story without a character. I stay up till the middle of the world explodes with anger, till the ashes come down in celebration, and I think how it feels to be without you. The landscape's gone through a rearrangement. I'm standing in a strange new nation, homesick for what once was true, anxious about all that's new. I stay up till the middle of the night and think about you. I adjust myself on my squeaky bed. Conversations run through my head, while cats curl up beside my legs. I try to think, but everything's vague. Where will I live? How will it be? I see ferns and roses all around me. Yearning to turn a house into a home. How much longer will I be alone? Can I give up now, as I've done before? Give me the roses, and I'll die on the floor. Kind of sad, huh? That's life. I have another one. Let me turn this way. This one right here, I have outside of my garden. You know, the lights turn off and on when you walk by, or the wind blows because they're motion lights, so things will show on the wall. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not there, the shadows. So this is, I got inspired by it. It's called I See a Mermaid. I see a mermaid upon a wall, a shadow, an imprint, but that's not all. Could it be that I see me in a creature that swims under the sea? To explore the shores of every land, to feel the textures of all the sands. One who breaks through frigid waves or wallows in heated rays. Mermaid I see upon the wall, you're too big to be so small. Your image diminished, swallowed by the night, your essence forgotten, your story not realized. You stand alone, out of sight. You come alive with motion of light. Until the moonbeams touch your face, you're lost in the dark without a trace. Mermaid I see upon a wall, a shadow, an imprint, but that's not all. Illuminated by the light, you cast a shadow in the night. You paint your image against the wall to avoid obscurity, but then again, don't we all? I'll try this one out. This is a tongue twister. It's called Baby's Eyes. Baby's eyes, innocent eyes, a time will arise when they will devise a way to disguise that they are wise. Innocent eyes analyze and they recognize the silent cries that fill the skies like butterflies. Baby's eyes, innocent eyes, a time will arise when they realize that they can either optimize or demoralize other lives if they materialize what they fantasize. Some eyes remain innocent, but some of them do not. Innocent eyes see the rise of the sun, but the ones that do not only see rot. Baby eyes, don't let the clouds demoralize. Do not compromise your innocent eyes. Okay. All right, this one's crazy too. It's called Dread the Head and Other Rhymes. Dread the head that remains in bed. Your mind's asleep, but your brain's unfed. Open the eyes, you know you're not dead. Be alive, feel the wind. It's been said that man cannot live only on bread. I have read that there is a common thread that binds us together like lovers that have wed. Do not ignore the calls to explore. In haste, across the floor, glide your feet and open the door. Inhale the sky, the mountains, the shore, the places we love, the lands we adore. For miles and miles there is much more. Be wary, beware of the tree of deceit. Beautiful paths seem obsolete before your journey is complete. To the edge of the abyss you creep. Slowly, looking down, you peek. The rugged slope drops so steep. Blackness at the bottom, seriously deep. Looking at the wide unknown, you weep. Promises meant to keep, fractured in a tangled heap. Under the rug you wish you can sweep that enormous unknown that you must keep.
All right, thank you, Blueface, for such powerful rhymes. One more time for Blueface. All right, next up we have an artist coming up here, Francisco with a C, like his dad. That was my bad, I spelled his name wrong earlier. You had to correct me.
Hello. Normally I don't dress in this nice, but I guess if I'm gonna be on stage, I might as well.
Looking good.
Alright. This is from growing up in East LA, in the barrio.
Órale.
You know, white fence, tagging on the wall, gray oversized dickies, 3 flowers, slick hair, serious stare. Are you down? Gaze averted. No, I'm not. I'm not down. Nike Cortez, all white, black, swoosh. Chain hanging on pants, switchblade in hand. Chale. I rush to school. Leave those vatos. Those vatos are nothing but trouble. Fear, respect, admiration, disgust. This town, you gotta stand for something. The streets will swallow you up whole and spit you out in the curb. Do good in school. Don't be a fool. Dare. McGruff visits school. Those güeros don't like gangs. But they don't hire brownies, wetbacks, beaners who keep their nose clean. That's a paradox. Ni de aquí, not from here. Ni de allá, not from there. I'm from nowhere. I'm from nowhere. That's what you tell them. Charlie, no way. No one can take your barrio, not even you. La vida es loca a veces. Life is crazy sometimes. And this one was written a couple of days ago. You know how it is.
Do shit.
Tell us.
Yeah.
We're waiting.
Oh, I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. I can be quiet. I can be loud. I can disappear in a crowd. I can be goofy. I can be weird. I love being weird. I stare too long. I avert my gaze. I dart my eyes. I run, I jump, I play. I cry by myself. I tell myself to shut up. And I cry again. I feel gloomy. I feel sad. Don't talk to me. I hate me and everybody. I need a hug. I don't like hugs. Get away. Okay. If you have kind eyes and a good heart, I can let you hug me. But don't hug me too long. I will suffocate. I'm going to draw. I'm going to paint. I'm going to act in a play. I'm going to dance. I'm going to skate. I'm going to walk in the trees. My long hair looks nice when I brush it. When I don't brush it, it looks like a tangle. My brain is tangled. I like who I like. I can choose to be an asshole. I can feel awful. I choose not to. I let people in. They get scared. I have 1,000,000 scars like an onion. It's okay to have scars. I choose to be kind. I choose to be honest. Even to people, even if people don't like me. I like me. I like me. I don't care.
Thank you. One more time, Francis. All right, next up we have Martha.
Alright. Hola, hola. I'm Marta. I am part of a writing group that is run by the city. So we meet every week and we get a little book published at the end of the year. So anyone who is from the area, I'm up here pitching. But that's what I'm going to read from today. This one was from 2023. So I'm going to read a couple for you, and then I'll do one more thing for you after that. So I'm going to take you guys on a ride today if you so choose to jump on. So this one's called How Funny. How funny that for your money you will lie, you will cheat, you will kill. It's funny how your eyes glimmer and shine at what is mine. It's funny how you reach your hand to grab what's mine, to keep from me what's rightfully mine. What's funny is not funny. It's not fun for me to be on the run from the greed, from the ground it reaches and I run. How funny when I run, I become what you are not. Not for money, that's your thing. I run for me, from the lies, from the cheat, from the greed, from the kill. And so this one's pet name. So this one, I told you I'm taking you on a ride. So pet names. There's just so many ways to say that we care. So here we go, pet names. First there was Baby, what a babe, such a sweetie and those cheeks. Then Sweet Berry in my teacup, like that peach in a pie, not to be confused with the apple of my eye. My main squeeze, the centerpiece, what a piece, worth my boo, but not my honey boo. My honey bee gave me honey with those buns. What a prize! My darling, all that sugar, be a deer, be a plum, spin me some candy pudding pop, marshmallow kiss with those lips. Sure loves a lot like a doll, worth the cuddles with my pet, all the cute stuff and the hot stuff. Brought me sunshine, rosebud, cherry blossom, dimples, buttercup. Gives me giggles and a twinkle, kitty cat, monkey doll, all the bears. Dreamy boats with the captain, precious lover, bubbles like a nugget or a muffin. Cookie monster, pookie poo, smoochy too, all to say, I love you. So, this last one, I've been practicing. So, here is the Lonely Dinosaur. You might recognize him driving around, so after you hear this. So the Lonely Dinosaur. All he wants is more. There's no patch of green, there's no shade to be seen, the Lonely Dinosaur. Sitting in his own green, remains to be seen, wants to be seen, the Lonely Dinosaur. Standing on the pavement, rock hard in his green, no hope to be seen. Give him some grass to lay down his ass, the Lonely Dinosaur. A tree can be near. Give him some gray to follow him near. The conversation he's never had won't drive him mad to talk to this lad. His own shadow. Give him the talk of his life, his own shadow. The Lonely Dinosaur wants to be seen with his shadow. A dear friend, his own shadow. There's hope to be seen. The dinosaur's green with his shadow gray.
I'm gonna be checking on those dinosaurs now. Can we give it up one more time for Martha? You might recognize him. Tino, the warrior poet.
Oh.
Squeegee all in.
Oh.
First, I want to share with y'all how my ADD mind works. Poetry. Amar means to love. Amanda means loving. Mirar means to look. Mirando means looking. When Jesus arrived in Bethany, Martha held Mary's hand and confessed her belief that he was the Messiah. Lupe, short for Guadalupe, appeared in Mount Tepeyac in front of Juan Diego, the Zapotec Indian, and looked lovingly upon him, and merged indigenous and Christian beliefs so that the conquistadors would stop slaughtering our people. Francisco, English for Francis. St. Francis said, better to love than be loved. Forgive and be forgiven. I am Tino, warrior poet, Celestino in full, celestial means heavenly. In Xochitl, in Cuica means flower and song, but it more accurately means poetry and art. Some people suffer from their insanity. I thoroughly enjoy mine. Rosaries. We enter church solemnly, bless ourselves with holy water in the sign of the cross. Water drips on my forehead. I feel the temperature change. Cool water warms as it runs down my head. We pay $1 and light a candle. Quite the bargain, I always thought. As prayer warriors gather to bargain for the soul of our dearly departed, we sit together in pews. A priest burns incense and leads our prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. We repeat after him, saintly mothers and aunts, pray the hardest for the sons who lived hard lives, genuinely afraid for their souls, feared, damned to hell, petitioning the mercy of purgatory rather than hell. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. And we pray in Spanish, Santa Maria, Madre de Dios. But Park Simpson possesses my cousin. He closes his eyes, lowers his head, and mock prayer says, Sana sana colita de rana. Rub, rub the little butt of a frog. Our mothers give us the look. We breathe and remember Sana means he, as they would sing this incantation, this prayer, this child, a hope when scraped knees and tears turn to laughter.
I try to keep a straight face, red faces, holding our breath, trying not to laugh. Shh. We are quiet. We quietly plead and nearly burst at the seams. My mom rightfully pinches me, but generations of all ages each pray in our own way. I try not to look at my cousin and just breathe. Family feuds set aside, hearts melt. Hours later, as we leave, I notice the candle my mother lit has melted. So we did a writing workshop for this theater for a presentation that we did called Indigenous Voices. And during writing practice, we were given a writing prompt, melted candles. That's it. So I ended up writing a whole chapbook about melted candles. So that's the thing. Melted candles, each a life and death of its own. My earliest and most pleasant memory are birthday candles. Thin, twisted, colorful candles on top of a homemade cake. No matter how bad things were. Family gathered round, where young parents feared extra attention would spoil their child. But this was my special day, lighting the wicks one by one, increasing with age, singing the song that everybody knows, toddlers know it. My mother-in-law sings it in broken English, happy birthday to you. Fire lights flicker, waving like hands, celebrating a life. Happy birthday to you. Black smoke rises as the song is running out. Wax drips running down like water until it cools at the bottom, seeming to re-solidify like ice atop the icing on the cake. Happy birthday, dear Tino. Make a wish, they say. Oh, the things I've wished for. A bike. Peace in my home. Wishing to see again out my left eye. Happy birthday to you. Inhale a deep breath, blowing like my life depended on it, blowing out all the candles so my wish might come true. Some did, some didn't. Mom scans the room, does quick math in her head, cuts the cake in equal pieces, enough for everyone. Birthday boy first. I fork the cake with frosting, shoveling it in my mouth, and smile in enjoyment. Food coloring in wax from the candles paint my teeth. Such the picture is the last good memory of my heart.
See Tino, and if he's coming near a microphone or a drum, I know I'm in for a treat. Can we give it up one more time for Tino? Community on Visalia. That's how we met. Thank you everyone who got up here and was brave enough to share their heart with us tonight. This was amazing. Thank you. I'm going to do another quick intermission here, another 5 minutes to come back and sit there, get a drink. Get a drink from the bar, definitely. We got this jar over here, this bucket I should say, the tips bucket.
Tip us.
If you're enjoying yourself, let us know with some cash so we can support the theater and keep doing great stuff like this for the community. So yeah, if you want to throw some dollars in here, that would be great. I see some people have been very generous already, so that's good to see. But yeah, get a drink, some tips in the jar, and get ready for some comedy coming up very soon.
recording. But they're also only here so they can perform in front of a brick wall. Okay, so sorry if you have to hear this 3 times, but there's a lot more people in here now, so we gotta do this one more time. Hopefully one more time. All right, so we have 2 emergency exits, one over there, one over there. If you have to use the restroom, it's right there. Please knock. We don't want to hear people scream. Yes, you heard that joke 3 times now. I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. Also, if you're thirsty by any means of the word, we have a bar out there. Alcoholic, non-alcoholic. We have all you want, except hard liquor. We don't have that. All right? Cool. And with that, we're going to get the comedy portion started. We're going to start with me. Sorry. But we also have a great lineup of comics from all over the Central Valley, mostly Fresno, but all over the Central Valley also. All right. So recently, I went to Canada. It was a great trip. Toronto's a beautiful city. If you ever have the chance, go there. But it's the first time I've ever felt like a pick-me-ass bitch, like ever in my life. And the reason I say that is because of our president. If you voted for him, and if you didn't vote for him, thank you. Yes, I paused on purpose. I'm trying to keep it as neutral as possible, but also fuck you for many reasons, but the main reason is what I'm about to say. Alright, so I'm in Toronto, right? And I'm a big tequila drinker. I love drinking tequila. It's like my favorite liquor of them all. I'm Mexican, so it makes sense. But the thing I love is I just love trying different ones. So I was like, oh, I'm going to Canada, I can try different tequilas. Wrong, dude. Fucking wrong. The tariffs make it so hard to get tequila in Canada. It really fucking sucks, dude. Like, and every time you ask for it, they give the same explanation. They're like, you from the States? And you're just like, yeah, I'm from the States. And that's when I felt like a pick-me-ass bitch because I had to explain myself. I was like, oh, but I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those Americans. I am the 45% that did not vote for him, right? And most of the time that worked as an explanation. But one of the bartenders was like, well, enough of you voted for him. What the fuck do you say to that as a response? You don't have a response. There's no response you can give. You just sit there and take it like the pick-me-ass bitch I was. So that was terrible, terrible. I will admit though, I am trying to use the word bitch a lot less. My partner is very woke and it was like, you need to stop using that. So I really am. I'm really trying to stop, but it doesn't work for this bit without the word bitch. So like, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? But yeah, without using that word, it's been really fun because I've been able to try out different like insults, dude. Like different different, you know what I'm trying to say? Like what am I trying to say? Offensive, there you go. Non-offensive insults, right? Have you ever called someone a rat bastard recently? Fucking do it, guys. You get all the rage out. You're like, hey, you fucking rat bastard! And you feel like you're in like a mob movie or something. It's great. Recently, I learned what a troglodyte was. Because I thought that was offensive for the longest time. That sounds offensive. Tell me, you cannot tell me that does not sound like a slur against the queer community. When I first heard troglodyte, I was like, do not say that. And then I looked it up. It's just a person who lives in a cave. So like, go off, dude. Tell anyone you want to fucking troglodyte. Like, fuck it. It's a great insult, dude. It's fun. It's awesome. Another thing about having a really woke partner is their bumper stickers. My partner has a glittery communist sticker, and I love it. I don't love it driving down the 99. People get so fucking aggressive, dude. They're like, what the fuck? Do you see that shit? Closer, closer, closer. And then like, they're riding my ass for like half a mile to like 2 miles. And then they just drive past me and they flip me off. But then they realize it's me driving and then they just look confused for like at least half of like 30 seconds. They're like, what the fuck? That guy's driving? I thought he voted for Trump. What the fuck? I know what I look like, guys. Mexicans, you did us dirty so much. I can say that, dude. You Latinos let us down, right? I love sports also. I wear jerseys at every single comedy open mic I do. It's a thing I do. I love soccer. It's a great thing. But I love sports just in general. Yeah, give it up for sports. Sports are great. Yeah, woo! One thing I hate about fucking sports, though, is the trans argument, because those guys fucking suck, dude. It's like, who gives a shit? There's not that many trans people. You're mad over what, right? But here's the real kicker, right? Every fucking March Madness, there is 1 or 2 players that are like 27 that are getting their grad degree, and they treat it like it's a fucking, some kind of achievement, dude. But those people who get mad about trans athletes say nothing about a 27-year-old falling up 18-year-olds, dude. What the fuck are we doing? You're talking about, oh, one person has an advantage in trans, but you don't talk about the 27-year-old dunking on the 18-year-olds? What the fuck are we doing, dude? And it's always like a story of triumph. It's like, this person's in his 6th year, and he's killing it, or she's killing it. It's like, no, they're not, dude. I could fucking go ball up some 18-year-olds right now. Like, put me in Fresno State, I'll take us to March Madness. I fucking promise, dude. And I'm pushing 25, and if I can do that, I promise you a 27, 28-year-old can do it. So anytime you hear a dumbass talk about trans don't belong in sports, bring up that argument. They'll be fucking silent, dead fucking silent. They won't say anything to that, and it's awesome. I'll leave you guys out on this one, all right? When I was younger, I played football. And if you don't know this, you have to make a weight for football. And that fucking sucks when you're a fat little kid. And I was a fat little kid. It's true. Now I'm just a chubbier, taller man. But back then, I was a fat little kid. And every week I had to worry about making weight. Every fucking week I had to worry about making weight for football. And you don't know the stress. Like a 10-year-old trying to weigh 120 the night before a game and I'm weighing 122. That's real stress right there, guys. Let me tell you something. I take laxatives. You ever take laxatives as a 12-year-old? No, you don't. Who the fuck does that, dude? And like my parents, God bless their souls, they didn't know any better. They apologized, but it's still child abuse. It is. They know that. I know. But like they were like, we're just trying to help you, son, and they were. But like, dude, the night before, I'm taking laxatives. I'm wearing sweatsuits. I'm fucking running. I'm sweating my ass off. And finally, the day of the game comes, and let me tell you guys something. So the way the weight works is like they pick it up, and if you make weight, the needle will drop. And if it doesn't, it'll just hang in the air. It's the most sensible shit in the world. So it'll be like, it'll either just be like, boop, or it'll be like, boop, or it'll be like, and there's no boop, and there's no fucking boop, and you know what I mean? And that shit sucks. So me as a kid, I'm like, please let there fucking be a boop. Please let there be a boop, right? So I'm sitting there, we're about to go on, and I'm looking there. Just finished running. They're like, all right, Gonzalez. That's my last name. All right, Gonzalez, come up. So I go up. I'm going. And it's the slowest. I'm like, oh, fuck, please. And then, boop. Dude, it was so relieving, dude. You've never felt more relief. It's like taking the biggest shit of your life, dude. So much relief, all right? Thank you so much. That was my time. So, the next 4 comics are all new to the stage, so please be very gracious and laugh as hard as you can at everything they say, all right? So we got to make these guys feel good so they come back, all right? So next up to the stage, welcome newcomer, Steven Dexheimer. Yeah!
It's good to be here. You know, I was kind of nervous about doing this when Julio asked me, but then I realized when you're raised around a narcissistic grandfather who's been married 4 times, and he also has PTSD from Vietnam that's never been treated, feel like you could do fucking anything. I'm gonna be real, because my grandfather is not a normal grandfather. Like, I never had the, oh, you want to come over and spend the weekend with me? Because he smoked pot, and that's just stuck to his memory, so... He called me once, one day. He's not technologically impaired, and I can't stand old people and technology anymore. I'm done with that. Just call tech support. Call the guy in India. I don't care anymore. Can't do it. He called me one day. He's like, Steven? And I go, yeah? Can you hear me? Yes, you're good. I can hear you. And he's like, do you have access to a colored printer? And I'm like, no, it's on my spaceship, man. My Millennium Falcon's outside, so can't get it today. Oh, are you serious? No, I'm not serious. I have a color printer in 2025. Yes, I have one. Okay, good. I'm just making sure, because I need to sell my motorcycle that I only had for a week, so... Yeah, you didn't need a motorcycle. I tried talking you out of it and you fell off of it in the first day, so... I saw that shit in real time, so I'm like, yeah, you didn't need that, so... Another day, he gets an iPhone, first time ever, and I'm kind of excited, but I also hate it because he got rid of his landline, so I'm a little pissed off about that. But he calls me one day, and I FaceTime him as an experiment, but see what happens when I FaceTime him. Answers it to his ear. A little, okay, sounds, alright. So I go, you're on video, by the way, your phone has something called FaceTime. He's shirtless, smoking weed. And I'm a little like, whoa, are you high right now? Oh, I'm just on them green vegetables there, Steven. Well, all right. Well, I think you should quit the pot because your memory is not working anymore. So you're still driving high. So I'm a little worried about that. So yeah, I have a grandma who's still alive. She's 70, just turned 76. So good job on her. But my problem with her is that she can't hear shit at all anymore. She can't hear anything, and it drives me crazy. But I think it's funny, and I don't correct her on anything. And one day, we're watching TV, and she's like, "What cable service do you have there?" "Oh, we have Xfinity." "That Trinity!" Yep, that's... And my aunt's like, "Xfinity!" Like, just screams. And I think the aneurysm she's having is even funnier than my grandma's mistake, which I think is hilarious. Another day, my aunt was like, "Oh, I can't find my pen." "Well, did you try calling it?" And I'm a little, you know, whatever. Then a few hours go by, my grandma, "Oh, I can't find my pen." So I do the, "Did you try calling it?" She didn't know what the hell I was talking about. She didn't get it, so I was like, all right, whatever. Remember another day, she was like, "Hey, where's your friend from again?" "Oh, they're from Pennsylvania." "Texas!" I'm like, yep, that's whatever. That's where Joe Rogan's from. Yep, asshole state over there, Texas. Sorry if you're from Texas, by the way. But yeah, asshole state, Texas, that's where they're from. Close enough. Right on the money. Yeah, my grandparents just, I can't come from a normal family, unfortunately. But to be fair, when you're doing stand-up, I don't think you come from anywhere normal, to be fair. Any performer can vouch for that. You're not normal if you perform up here at all. So I'm going to be real about that, because I didn't come from a normal place. Like my neighbor, I can't have a neighbor that'll invite me over for a barbecue. So instead, one day she calls my house, and then she's like, "Hello, is your daddy there?" "Yeah, Kim, what's up?" "Oh, I was wondering if you want to open a Long John Silver's with me." I'm like, "Long John Silver?" I'm like, I could ask him for you real quick if you want." "Thank you, I'm just so tired of driving to Visalia and Fresno for that." "Yeah, no problem. I'll get my dad for you." So I go, "Hey Dad, it's Kim." "Oh, what does she want?" "Something about her oven not working out." "I don't know." And he's like, "Oh, goddamn, give me the phone, okay?" I go, "All right." I give him the phone, and then immediately he starts laughing, and he's like, he hangs up the phone, and he goes, "You know, Kim, my wife would physically and utterly kill me if I were to do that, so I cannot open a Long John Silver's with you. I'm so sorry." Hangs up the phone, and he's like, "You knew what she wanted, and you still gave me the phone." I go, I mean, yeah, that's where my mind goes. It's like, you can't give me the keys to a Ferrari and no, don't drive the Ferrari. Because I'm going to drive the Ferrari. I don't care whose it is. I don't care what Ferrari it is. I'm driving it because it's a Ferrari. You don't have that every day. So, yeah, my neighbor's a little crazy. It's unfortunate because she thinks the government's watching her and she's not interesting whatsoever. So I'm just like, she calls me one day and she's like, I need a drill in my house." A drill for what?" "I'm gonna find the bug in my house. It's in the wall somewhere." And I'm like, you know, Kim, I'm like, I'll allow that, okay? Let me go get one. But my mom had to stop me. But honestly, it won't be my fault if she hurt herself. I mean, it's her actions, not mine, right? I don't care, but can't allow that apparently. So yeah, my neighborhood's a little crazy. It's unfortunate, but Lemoore is pretty little wild of a town, so I'm just gonna be real about that.
Hey, I grew up in Lemoore.
I did too. I grew up in Lemoore. 5 minutes? All right. Well, it's my time. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much.
Give it up for Steven one more time. I couldn't even tell it was the first time talking about it. That was really good, Steven. So, for the next 3 newbies, just a heads up, when you see my light, that means there's 1 more minute, and then, you know, you're good to go after that, all right? So, give it up for Sig.
All right, so remember thinking about the light or something? I have my own timer. I'm very slow and I need to check my, so I have my own timer. 5 minutes are way, but I suppose you'll kick me out.
Yeah.
So I'll try to do some stand-up. This is my first time, okay? So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually need to be closer to the mic.
Okay.
It's not on me. It's
He's
just
got it.
one
Good.
right over me.
All right.
All right. So thank you. You see, he knows the thing. Anyway, here I am. My name is Sigfredo, okay? And it's not Siegfried, although it comes from. And actually, have you heard the name Sigfredo in the past? It's not Fredo, it's not Wilfredo, it's not Sigfrido, okay? I'll spell it for you, okay? Mickeymousd. And I live here in Hanford. I've been here for 10 years. I live on 593 Sesame Street. Any hecklers here? I'll make sure that no hecklers here because I already talked to security. So if somebody starts, you know, I'm terrified of hecklers. Honestly, that's one of the reasons I really thought it 10 times before I came. Actually, Sylvia invited me to talk about me, but I really thought, you know, I better just keep it at just talking and see if they talk about me. Because it's better to be remembered either way or another, either because you're so bad, you look at the face and the name, you see the program, you want to skip that part of the show, or you're so good, and then when you ask, a few of you might ask, supposed to maybe bring me back, and then I'll talk about myself. So Sylvia doesn't know that I have a different sketch than what we practice. But it comes up, it keeps coming. The thing is that I shouldn't be so terrified, because honestly, what's the worst that can happen, right? The worst that can happen is, they heckle you, but they remember you, right? They remember you, right? So, you know, again, you know, either you're going to show up when you see my name, or you remember me again, right? Just remember me, all right? Now, some people are remembered because they're famous, right? But not everybody has to be remembered because they're famous. I mean, there are infamous people who are very well remembered. Actually, some of them are super well remembered. Actually, have you heard the name John Wilkes? Ooh. You heard that? Anyone? So, you know, I don't know if you know, but he was an actor, actually. I read I did some research. He actually was a famous actor. But do you remember any of his performances? If you don't know far like me, I think in a single wartime, nobody else would remember it. But do you remember him? A lot of people do. Oh yeah, a lot of people do. Historians and history teachers, even some of the kids who actually pay attention in class, like some of you guys, I see you know John. Yeah, very good. So, but you know who else? Secret Service. And all the presidents after Abe Lincoln. Actually, except I think 3 of them, Garfield, McKinley, and JFK, unfortunately. I'm not sure they didn't know the guy, but I'm pretty sure the Secret Service were not really pretty aware of these things still happening. You know? But in any case, he's remembered. Why? Because he was a famous artist? Or because he was a famous actor? No, yeah. We remember him because what? Oh, there you go. So no, he didn't kill himself. They actually shoot him because he shot Lincoln, and then he jumped on the balcony, break an egg, and then he went all the way to a doctor, and then he was hiding in a barn, and they set the fire. The other guy just survived because he gave up. He was accomplished, but he wouldn't give up, and so they shot him on the way out. Right? So he wouldn't. And you know what he said at the end? He said, oh, he was looking at his hands and he said, useless, like I will never be remembered. Yeah, but you are being remembered. Not for the right things, but I hope that you remember my face, you remember my name, and if you don't really care about anything else, just look at the light. That means that you have been like out of here like a minute ago. So thank you, Sylvia, and thank you.
I swear it's nothing personal. I swear it's nothing personal. Give it up for Sig one more time. All right. Welcome up to the stage, Lorenzo.
All right, now first, not last, not second, just how I like it. All right. So definition of comedy. That's what I'm starting out with. All this shit I wrote down. I wrote this down like 15 minutes ago because I didn't even know I was gonna perform today. But I said, fuck it, let's do it. Isn't it funny how comedy is just you just fucking point shit out, and that everyone thinks about this shit. They think about this shit all the time, but it's in the back of their fucking heads, and then you point it out, and then oh my god, that's so fucking funny. Like that's just how it is. So yeah, this routine is just off the top of my head. It's a concept of routine. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna try not to do too many self-deprecation jokes. I mean, I got blue eyes. I'm left-handed. I'm in the 1%. I hate the 1%. Ha ha. Anyway, so I got my first job 4 years ago. I started working on my first job 4 years and like 2 weeks ago, and I'm still there. And I gotta say, it's taken a life out of my eyes. It really has. I like customer service is like when I first started working there. I'm like, oh, I want to be the best fucking employee, and now I'm just like, fuck you. Here's your food. Get the fuck out. I'm sorry. I hate customers so fucking much, dude. I'm telling you, they're the stupidest motherfuckers you will ever meet in your entire life. Now here's the thing. There's so many pizza. I work at Boston Pizza, by the way. Go get some Boston Pizza. But actually don't, because Roy, the owner, is a conservative. Fucking anyway. But there's so many stupid people who order pizza, and I know like Round Table and me and Ed's. There's so many different styles of pans. There's so many different types of sauce. But what pizza doesn't come with fucking sauce and cheese? You don't need to specify cheese. Can I get a pepperoni and cheese? You don't need to fucking say cheese unless you want extra cheese, bitch. Like I was a fucking weird kid in school, so I was already getting like fucking Julio can vouch for that. I was giddy and fucking all that shit, and I would be so fucking exhausted to be who I was back then. Like, I'm not ashamed of who I was. I'm totally proud of who I was. But I would be so fucking exhausted to be that guy over again. I could never do it. I'm so done with being that guy, and I'm glad I'm done with being that guy. It was a great time, but I'm glad I'm done with being that. Let's see, what else do I got here? Proof I was a weird kid. I saw a mirror in that bathroom, and it doesn't have any frame around it, and I literally was about to ask Julio, like, hey, does anyone need that mirror? I can switch it out for a different one, because I cannot, for the life of me, find a mirror without any frame for less than, like, $20 anywhere. So I was going to fucking switch it out. That's proof I was a weird kid. And people have an aversion to weird things. They don't like to see weird things, and I feel like that's a really instinctual thing. People they had an aversion to weird things because they were used to be dangerous, but weird things now is just like, oh, I don't like that because it's not the norm or whatever. And this really translates to TV shows because people hate shit like Chowder, and they're like, oh, that show's weird. I'm like, what fucking TV show? What TV show in the last 10 years hasn't been fucking weird? What TV show have you seen that hasn't been a satirical fucking this or that? Every fucking TV show is weird. So I don't understand how people are like, oh, I don't like that show, it's weird. Every fucking show is weird. And Looney Tunes. I mean, Looney Tunes was fucking weird. I mean, are you telling me that cartoons were not weird back then? I mean, Bugs Bunny, cross-dressing, and that's not weird. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding about that. And speaking of fluid things, I wish I had some water so I can make my transitions a little more fluid, but I don't, so talking about shit that's happening. It's Pride Month, so happy Pride Month, everyone. Let's do it. And it's hilarious. Like the gayest thing happened in the White House yesterday. The gayest, like Pete Buttigieg. He's a gay man. He's married to his husband. They adopted a child. They would be less gay than what happened in the White House yesterday. Like seriously, the fucking drama shit that happened is just it is the gayest shit that has happened or ever will happen in the White House. And that brings me to PBS. It sucks about what's happening to PBS. It's on Netflix now. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. It might not be the worst thing in the world. It might not be the worst thing in the world because how many people watch analog television now? Everyone has Netflix now. If the fact that everyone has Netflix now and you don't have analog television just proves that it being on Netflix might reach more people. Like I mean that ass. Like it might reach more people on Netflix than it ever did on analog television. And I can't talk about Sprout, so that's a big sad. But and here's the thing. PBS is great, but how many episodes do we need? Like everything on there is great. Like I'm not talking about the documentaries and all that shit, but all the kids shows, there's like thousands and thousands and thousands of episodes of children's shows teaching you how to share and everything. And I'm like, that's fantastic. That's great. We need that. Our kids need to watch that. But do we need to have this new show doing the exact same thing that Arthur and everything did? But anyway, I guess that's gonna end my tour scene.
Keep it going for Lorenzo. I've only 3 people to be on this stage today. Almost got 4. All right. So, welcome to number 3 to the stage, Mike.
Who are we clapping for?
You, Mike.
Oh, that's awesome. Hi, my name's Mike. Nice to meet you all. So honestly, this is my first time doing stand-up, but the first thing I thought initially was I talk to myself in a room all the time. This is good enough for me. I'm glad no one else thinks I'm crazy in the room because at least half of you have yelled at the television within the past week. And ultimately, there's a lot of things we have in common. You know, it's not just yelling at the television when our political qualms happen. It's the fact that all of you all look like you would give me a cigarette burn upon confrontation. It is something that I realistically, all think you look great. But another thing is that we had in common is having a childhood. We all had that one point in the threshold where we were right about to become adults and we were teenagers and we felt kind of immortal. And for me, I felt like I was just right along for all the dumb shit. I remember I had a debate competition in Alabama with my best friend and another guy. We went to Alabama. It was a nice flight. We have this debate coach. He was 6'10". His name was Ben, real skinny. I used to call him Slender Ben. He was my favorite creepypasta, especially when we went to the van ride all the way there from Atlanta. And he always wanted to do Screamo. It was the best thing ever. I just remember this very skinny, quiet individual going, it was the best thing. It was the best thing. And then right after going, why don't you call me? It was a perfect mix. And I remember we get there, it's a great time. Birmingham, Alabama is a very beautiful city. A lot of good history to go to. If you go to the Civil Rights Museum, I cried twice. It is a very awesome place and a lot of rich history that you should, it's a good place to visit. But I remember getting into an argument at like 3 a.m. with a roommate. And me and my friend, we left, actually. We went walking down the street and we went to a McDonald's. Initially when we went to McDonald's, it looked closed on the inside, but the drive-thru was open, so we did the invisible boatmobile thing. That didn't work, so we did the piggyback riding thing. That didn't work. And then a green van pulled up right in front of us, rolled down their window, and we're like, do you guys need to ride through the drive-thru?
Hey.
Teenage guys looking at each other like this is going to be the most frightening night of their fucking lives. But before the awkward silence finished, the girl behind the car continued, and she said, I ain't a veteran nothing. I'm a 17-year-old girl. There's 2 16-year-old girls and one of their boyfriends in the back of the van. Just get in. We opted. They immediately clocked us as Californians and wanted to give us a tour of Birmingham. And so at 3 in the morning, we drove around all of Birmingham, Alabama. It was the coolest shit of my teenage life. And we went to this rainbow tunnel. It's a very cool community over there. And I remember at some point, we end up on this cliffside with the view of all of downtown Birmingham, and rain's pouring down, people are shirtless, McDonald's on the grass, and I finally realized I should be asking, are we on private property right now? And the answer was, I only got shot at in the morning. My roommate was very much not enthused with that. He saw how jaded I looked. We went home, or the hotel. And so when I went to go back, there was a party. So the roommate I got in the argument with, he left. And I just remember waking up in the bathroom at around 3, 4 in the morning. And it was literally the craziest night of my life. But then there's other moments like 4th of July. at that point in 4th of July, I remember going to Madera and shooting off illegal fireworks. And that was kind of cool, but then also you turn 18 years old and suddenly you're not invincible. And I just remember seeing my friend shooting illegal fireworks off into the sky in a neighbor's yard. I was losing my mind. I yelled at him. I was like, are you fucking nuts? And then he said, it's Madera, nobody cares. And I'm like, it's Madera, everybody cares. It's goddamn dry as hell over there. And sure enough, cop pulls up, and officer comes out and everything, and is just like, is that yours? He's pointing to the illegal firework directly in my hand, and I say, no. Yeah, that didn't go quickly, so ID please. And so I pulled out my ID, I look over at my friends, none of them happen to have theirs. That's great. And so I'm just thinking in my head, okay, so long as the alcohol isn't visible, we're safe. We're safe. And everything went well, that good, great. Next 4th of July, I hang out with somebody else, somehow that was worse. We're driving around and we realize we have a neighbor's place we could go visit. Except the neighbor doesn't like one of the people in the group, and he goes, no, you need to go, He's still in the car. And the guy, he throws out a weird looking firework, concrete, right in front of, the yard, and he yells to us, get in the car, you need to go! And so we all run into the car and we get out of there, but the largest boom I've ever heard in my life happened. Oh my goodness, 5 car alarms went off. I didn't feel like that was an illegal firework at a certain point. I wonder what the hell that was. But it ultimately led to us darting out of there and my friend yelling, that might have been TNT for my dad's hiking trip. Oops. And then he said an hour later, do you want to go back? You want to see what the damage report is? I said yes. We drove back around and nothing was damaged. There was no actual vandalism happening, just a skid mark on the road to remind people that something did happen. And someone just, motions to me, roll down your window, real quick, just roll down your window. And I say, don't do that, we should be going right now, please. He rolls down the window, starts laughing at the guy. I'm really questioning who I'm hanging out with in high school at this point in my life. This is where the maturity is about to hit me. But the guy just says, we called the cops on you guys. They were here twice. They were checking for you, so just know that they're probably going to come back. And he kept laughing. The guy driving kept laughing, the madman. I yelled at him, get the hell out of here. And we finally dipped out, and that was my 4th of July. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Give it up for Mike. All right, coming up to the stage, one of Fresno's finest. Give it up for Kissinger Lee.
Go ahead.
June is awesome. I love June month. It's Pride, right? Pride Month. And then there's also Men's Mental Health Month.
There we go.
Alright, she's like, oh, she just noticed it. Yeah, man, people don't really care about it. That's why I feel like it. I like to express my feeling during this month. And then I'm the bad person. We only get 1 month. Alright. I feel like there's a couple right there, I'm sorry. Have you asked your dude, your man, how's he doing? No? See? Just trying to prevent suicides,
Yeah.
You guys matter, guys. Crazy, man. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I just read a fun fact about it. One guy dies every 60 seconds. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. All right. Earlier I was smoking my weed out there.
Thought about it.
And then this one guy walked by, he's like, you see that? That dude's a hippie. I was like, dude, I'm not a hippie, dude. I'm a yippee person. He was like, what's that? I'm like, a yellow Asian, dude. A yellow hippie, my bad. Some people don't know yellow means Asian, my bad, alright? And it sucks now because I smoke out in my balcony and I smoke wax now. Wax is like you have to use a torch to heat up the bowl and then put the wax in and smoke the smoke and get high. It sucks because I live in a mansion and then like everybody's always walking by and watching like what I do. So the other day there was a single mom and her son walking by while I was smoking my wax. And then I heard her whisper to her son, she was like, she pointed at me, she's like, you see that? That's a fat crackhead. And I was like, hey boy, do your dad live with you guys? And he was like, no. I was like, dude, your mom's a hoe. And then I told her, I was like, well, you never seen a fat crackhead before? And then the son was like, Mom, why is Dad talking like that? You guys know there's 2 different types of white people? You guys know that? It was pretty crazy, right? There's regular white people, and there's Caucasians. I always wondered how did they make Caucasians? Do you guys know how? No? I got a high idea of it. Like growing up, right? They'll ask you to fill out paper form in school, and they'll ask you like, what's your race? And Caucasian have Asian in it. So I say, am I Caucasian? Because Caucasian, they say they have like brunette hair, black eyes, brown eyes. I have that. I'm like, it's pretty close to what? Asian, I guess, Caucasian. But it's crazy. The way I think they did it was like a white person and an Asian person met, had a kid, became Caucasian right there. Because the white side and the Asian side didn't want the mixed baby, so they just had to make their own race, ethnicity, right? And then that baby went to the white side, so now it became like a white Caucasian baby. And if that baby went to the Asian side, fully Asian. It's pretty crazy. When people come to me, they ask me like, what type of Asian am I? Because there's a lot of Asian people, believe it or not. I tell them I'm black. Thank you. And then they were like, no, dude, ethnicity. I'm like, oh, I'm Hmong. And then they would say, Mongolian? Yeah, Hmong. We have an H in front. But it's crazy, like we don't have any country, we don't have a country, we don't have any written down history. All we have is like ear-to-ear history. So my grandparents would tell me like, hey, we used to have blonde hair and blue eyes. And I was like, what? We used to be white. We're so rare as an Asian that Japanese people made an anime based on us.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
They level up, they turn to the sand, they're like, I'm white. Thank you for your time.
I love Kissinger, dude. Every time you're like, is he high? Yes. I love his weed jokes too. Because they're so relatable. Like, there's actually, I don't know where there's a little girl in this crowd right now. Like, she walked past me earlier and she was like, "Did you smoke just now? Your breath smells like weed." And I was like, "Yeah, probably. Shit, I gotta go up right now. I can't do this if I didn't smoke weed out there." Crazy. There's a dispensary right across the street. What are we expecting here, dude? That's why Kissinger was explaining like how to do a dab, and I was like, "Bro, there's a dispensary right across the street. We all know how to do dabs in here, brother." But yeah, everybody in here, right? All right, give it up for another great Fresno comic, one of three roommates, Ethan Wallen. He has great hair.
Fabulous.
Hey, oh my God! Stop it!
Flip it, dog. One time.
No, stop. Stop, dude, stop. I'm so nervous. Stop. You guys are scaring me. Hanford, stop. Yes, I have great hair. Keep it going for Kissinger. Give it up for Julio. This is awesome, Mike. Fun fact, Kissinger smoked weed in my mother's house. Yeah, we're long friends. I know. Shout out to moms, you know what I'm saying? Some hardworking girls. Let's get some snaps for that. You know? Yes, hardworking mothers, dude. Because, I mean, I have a hardworking mom, you know? When you were kids, did you guys try to use, like, massages as currency? Yeah, see? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, crowd work. That's mark that off the list. But yeah, I used to use massages as currency. Like, my mom would get home from a long day at work. I go, "Girl, get..." That's my mom calling. How do you get my mom's number? You're answering that right now. Let me hear it. Let me talk to her. I'll talk to you right now. Is that my mom, dude? And you said, "No, shut up." You're like, "Get back to your set, dude." Like, that's what we do in Hanford. We answer phone calls. Guys are busy too, you know? Trying to get work done. But you know, yeah, because I'm pretty sure that was his hardworking mom. You know? Yeah, thank you. That's a callback. Okay. But she would get home, I go, "Get those puppies out, girl." And you know, and she'd be sitting down on the couch, and I'd be rubbing, you know, and she'd be making that noise. She's like, "Oh, oh, oh." What? I sound like a good son. I try to make my mom come.
Real good.
Oh, okay. Sounds like I'm talking to a bunch of bad children here. But yeah, I get what I look like. Why'd you laugh at that? No, I understand. The hair says, "Get in my truck."
Oh.
But the body says, "Get out of my swamp." That sucks, having swamp body. That's what my hard-working mother gave birth to, is swamp body. That sucks. And I'm a twin, so there's two swamp bodies. Yeah, I work with my twin brother. Yeah. We work at a kitchen. We do, yeah. He's also my boss. So I get what you were saying, you know. It was also very funny. I'll get back to that boss thing in a second. But me and you are very similar. I literally just had long hair like a month or two ago, dude. And I also work at a pizza place. Yeah, and my boss is my twin brother. How crazy is that? Yeah, he's like, "Chef, hand me the buffalo sauce." And I go, "Yes, Daddy."
Wait.
And he goes, "Don't call me that. Call me Chef." "Yes, Chef Daddy." Like, he hates that. He hates that. Yeah, dude. But this hair is fun. I get what it also makes me look like. A drug dealer at Hogwarts. Yeah, you know, just walking around those halls, just, "You want some fliggy wiggle, huh?" You know, kid pulls me in the back of the classroom, like, "What's that?"
What's up?
What's up, man? One of these teachers put a little Dementor inside your tummy. I'm making eye contact with you heavy right now.
Get closer, yeah.
Put a Dementor inside your tummy. I will. Your hands are soft. I forgot where I was going. You're beautiful. Where did you just fall in love right now, dude? What's your name?
Marpa.
Say it in the mic.
Marpa.
Ooh, you hear that? You're spicy. I like that. I like spicy stuff. You're also very spicy. I like your fit. Very rocker. You're about to go like, wow! I love that. Hanford, you guys are fun, dude. Woo! One person likes Hanford. The rest of you like, it's aight. Like Kingsford's better, you know. Yeah, I'll get out of here on this, guys. It's been great. You guys are gonna see my roommates, and they're fantastic. You know, they're fucking great. Okay, you guys don't like them yet. It's cool. They'll win you over. Woo! That's one of them. But he's like, get off stage, dude. He's like, my kid's calling. But this hair gets me into nefarious situations, right? Like a bunch of weird stuff. Like I was outside of a bar recently, talking to my friends back towards the door. My hair was down to my butt, so I looked like Fabio. And I felt this hand on my shoulders goes boom. And it flips around super aggressive. It just goes boom. What the hell? And I make eye contact with a 7-foot black lady. Yeah. She looks down at me. I look up at her, and she goes, ew, gross, what the fuck? Oh, gross. I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? She's like, my bad, oh my God. I just thought you were a big ass white bitch. And I go, I am. Then I asked her for uppies. And I go, hi guys, how we doing? My name's Ethan. Thank you for
Get up for Ethan one more time, guys. And now get ready for the next 2 roommates. All right, coming up next is Eric Gomez.
Give it up for Julio for doing this shit, guys. You guys saw my roommate, and he does a rent with massages. Man, he's good for the next year, guys. Whoa, shit. Damn, man. I need a cigarette. Whatever. When Ethan said 7-foot black chick, and I was looking, I'm like, wait, how tall are you? Were you the one that's...
Damn, man.
Damn, the way you said, I'm 5'5". I'm like, damn, yes you are. Yeah. That's cool, guys. I just started a fasting diet recently. Fun fact.
Alright. Yeah.
That's a lot of support here, dude.
You're beautiful the way you
I usually get boo. No. Hell yeah. I'm starting a cult, dude. This is my rally. We're getting everyone together. But you might think I do it for the health benefits because a lot of people have like 1 meal a day. But that's not it. It's because I'm broke as fuck. The only diet I can afford is 1 meal a day. These aren't abs. These are ribs. A fellow ribs. All right, dude. When's your last meal, brother?
Yesterday.
I don't know. What month is it, man? Fuck. I'm actually going through a breakup right now, guys. Oh, it's okay. And I gotta be honest, the one thing I'm gonna miss most about her is her bidet. A lot of head nods, a lot of fellow bidet users. Yes, alright. Give it up for bidets, guys. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. If you check into your seats, everyone has a complimentary bidet. You press the button, you push the button.
For those of you who don't know what a bidet is,
I love it.
it's a pressure washer for your ass.
Woo!
The future's here. There's different settings on it, like you can change the pressure. Yeah. You can change the temperature. And if you hold the first 2 buttons at the same time, it hits your G-spot. You know what? She's sitting frontwards on that shit. She's like, it was Taco Tuesday or whatever the fuck. It's been a lonely Valentine's Day. So you see why I'm taking the breakup very hard. I miss her so much. I haven't came the same since. But now that I'm back on the dating scene, it's getting to know somebody is interesting. Because I don't judge your past. Because it's before our time. And I'm more concerned about the present so we could build a future together. Why not? Yeah. I actually signed up for the poetry part, but they were fucking bummy. You want to cry, huh? Get out of here. I'm like, you want this shit too. But, so I don't care if, she has kids. I don't. I really don't. Because I recently became a father. Yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
Well, thank you. I deserve that. I adopted a dog. But it counts, okay? Oh, I'm undefeated at pulling out. Oh, fucking haters.
It's a fur baby.
Sounds like some Hanford shit. It's a fur baby. I'm like, look at it. I have a leash on him so he doesn't get far. Down. But the only way I'll stay with her is if the baby daddy is in the picture.
Wait.
Is on one condition and one condition only, brother. Let me tell you. I have to know I could kick his ass. Now, I'm not saying I'm a badass, and I'm not saying I could kick anybody's ass here. I just have to know I could kick his ass. Yes. Because if we get into it, and he fucks me up, what does that mean? I'm fucked. Yes. That means she's dropping me off before picking up the kid.
Damn.
You getting that mental image? The kid and I are both calling him Daddy. No. I feel like I'm talking to my dog right now. No. Because if he's in the picture, I don't know, ideally I want him to be, 4'7". With a limp. You want to know what would really get my dick hard? Let me tell you, Hanford. If her baby daddy was in a wheelchair. Oh, fuck, dude. Woo! Fucking wish that motherfucker would try, dude.
Put him in porn, dog.
We're meeting on top of a hill. Yeah. We're fighting on sand. Don't feel bad, all right? He lost his legs because he's a piece of shit father. He deserved it, all right? I'm the hero here. But my biggest fear is doing that joke in front of like a school of wheelchair people or whatever the fuck you call it, gathering. And they end up jumping me after the show. Or doing donuts on me, whatever the fuck's the worst. But being in that relationship, I actually found out that I'm a side piece.
Oh.
No,
That's alright.
notice when I say that, the women go, "Aw," and the fellas go, "Right, yeah." So I feel like being a side piece is a lot like being a backup quarterback. I'm not starting. I'm on the team. I'm in uniform, guys. Just know if you see me warming up later, just ask me. What are you doing, Eric? I'll tell you.
That's it.
He forgot her birthday. Your boy's getting playing time here. Alright guys, I'm about to go get some playing time.
Get up for Eric one more time, guys. This dog is really cute. I've seen it in pictures, not in person, but it's really cute dog. Alright. No, it is. It's adorable. Alright, welcome up the last roommate, Vince Accardo.
we're working on. We're gonna get Tom Cruise. It's gonna be sick. We're all joining Scientology as well. Yeah, as you guys already know, we live together. 3 fathers over there. You can just look at us and correctly assume what our apartment smells like. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just like too much weed and lotion. Like those are both good things. It's like if a jacuzzi's too hot. You know what I mean? It's still fun. As you've seen, Eric is very strong, very handsome. I like to refer to him as the gun of the apartment. Just because if anyone breaks into the house, I'm just gonna be like, grab the gun! Get Eric! Use what they've trained you with at GB3, I don't know. I call him the gun because I take him apart and I clean him every night. I call him the gun because I stare in the mirror while I hold him in my mouth. We have a close relationship. He's there for me in my darkest times. I'm really happy to be here. This has been a delightful show. I would actually like to use most of my time to tell you guys why I personally have decided to not have children. Let's get some more snaps going. Let's get some Thank you so much. Yes, I feel safe in here, you guys. As I turn 32 and I've made this decision on my own, it has nothing to do with no one wanting a family with me. Didn't even cross my mind. Didn't even cross my mind till right now, till you guys brought it up. But I don't know. It's I think there's no real good way for me to say this, you guys. I don't want children because I masturbate when I'm upset. Does that science make sense to anyone else? Does that chemistry? I think I have angry swimmers. Does that make more sense? You know what I mean? Like sometimes at the end, you know, you have a stressful day. And if you're anything like me, sometimes you have to masturbate like you're trying to get snake venom out of your body. It's the only way to get through it. I don't know. That's the only medicine I've found so far. And I'm a scientist. Yeah. And I don't know. I just got a new hobby, and I really don't want the kid to get in the way of that. Hobbies are important to have in these stressful times. And babies are only going to be more stressful. And my new hobby has been smoking. I'm getting really good at it. Not weed, I've been doing that for a while. Just only the banned vape flavors. I've been really enjoying those. They feel a little extra dangerous, you know what I mean? I like to live on the edge. I got really excited when they started banning vape flavors because it was just like, you can't have fancy flavors and fruit in them because that makes kids want to smoke. And it was like, I worked 40 hours this week. I should be able to get faded on a strawberry banana, you know what I mean? That's not right. I also didn't make sense to me because it was like, okay, vape companies can't have fruit in the name, but a candy company can say whatever the fuck they want to your child. Because the other day, I was at Walmart and I saw a Jolly Ranchers bag. The only caption on that bag was, "Keep on sucking." And I don't think that's okay. This is a public service announcement. They're saying that to your kid in Walmart every day. No vape company's doing that, as far as I'm aware. I'd buy that vape, though. I keep sucking. I don't know. I'm an adult. I can. I'm allowed to suck. I don't know, because it got my wheels turning. I was like, fine. If a candy company can say whatever they want to your child, I would like to try out some candy company slogans. Let me know how you guys enjoy them. Let's go, number 1. Fruit by the foot. Do you think you can fit all this in there? Okay. Lukewarm on that one. That's fine. That's fair. I got more. Baby bottle pop. Look me in the eyes while you suck it. That's my personal favorite. Last one, jawbreakers. I'm gonna fuck your mouth. Yes. I'm glad that had a good reaction. I'm glad I'm not the only one that bleeds. That's good. I'm glad I don't have the tightest mouth in the room. Thank you. That's what I live for. Just a guttural fuck in the middle of my set. Quick last reason I don't want to have children, guys. I'm scared about aliens. The outer space ones, not what Clovis people call their neighbors when they're upset. That's fun. Yeah, I'm from Fresno. Some guy that looks like my dad's gonna come after me. But I'm kind of excited for the aliens to get here though, because I hope that when they do get here, we get to like quit our jobs and they treat us like pets. I would like to live as free as a house kitten. I would like to be too cute to fuck. That's me? Okay, guys. You know? I don't know, I just think that'd be safe. I've never felt that safe in my life. You know, like a cat feels so safe to put its asshole in your eye vision all the time, like eye level. It knows you'll never try anything. And I've never went into one doctor's office where I know he was about to poke around back there and had him go like, pop up for me, pop up. I want that. And I'm gonna leave you guys with that mental image.
Give it up for Vince one more time, guys. So those two guys actually have a podcast. If you're not tired of comedy podcasts, go ahead and check out theirs. Nothing's wrong. It's a great podcast, honestly. I'm not just saying that because I have to. Also, they do host some great shows out in Fresno. If they made the drive, you guys should be willing to make the drive. If you want to see some good comedy, go out and, yeah, give them a round of applause. They host some great shows out. Now, coming to the stage is another person from Fresno, a really good comic, S-Man Stu!
It sure is the way. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I'm a little nervous. How's everybody doing? I'm not one of the roommates. It stops at the black guy. Hard stop. Hard stop. Give it up for Vince, man. He was good. Vince he's freakishly handsome, right? Like, we can be honest about that, right?
Yeah.
Right. And we're not gay for admitting that, right? No, that's not gay.
It's okay.
But if I was drunk and lonely, you know, just saying. Hold on, let me. I heard that shit. Let me see something real quick. Yes. Yes. I'm the darkest person in this room right now. Which makes me the most dangerous, I think. By default. Love it out here. Good old Hanford. I'm actually from the East Coast.
Me too.
Where are you from?
Jersey.
No way. Oh, see, that's dope. How'd you end up out here, dude? Like, what happened? What'd you do? That's crazy, dude.
Why?
I don't meet like a lot of East Coast people. You know what's funny? I should have known you were from the East Coast when you were like, I'm 5'5". I was like, that's an East Coast person right there. That's an East Coast person right there. Yeah. I actually came out here because of the military. Yeah. Any other veterans? Any veterans? All right. Navy, Army, Navy. Me too. Yeah. Would you join?
I was 2013 to 2019.
Okay, that's a cool time. I actually joined the Navy at a really great time. I think one of the best times that you could join. I joined the Navy right when Obama repealed the Don't Ask, Don't Tell law. Right? So we can have gays in the military now. Great time to be in the Navy. Okay. Great time. You know why? Because when we went to war, you were safe. Okay.
Cause that guy that's trying to fuck you in the ass is gonna make sure you make it home, okay? Just saying. Oh man. What's one of the biggest differences between here and the East Coast? Give me one. Food. You know what? I'm from DC. Surprise, surprise. You know one of the biggest differences I noticed when I got out here? There's a lot of black dudes who are white women. Just out in the open. Just walking around. I was like, that's dangerous, dude. I keep my white chick in the basement. You have to. They'll take her. They'll take her. Oh man. We could talk about the elephant in the room. Yes, I am mixed. I am. I'm half white. Surprise, surprise. But you see it, right? Both my parents are half white. So you take 25 from one, 25 from the other. Makes me half white. Okay. Didn't know it growing up. Mom didn't want me to know, right? But I'm getting older, and both my parents was like super fair skinned. They pass, right? So nobody knows I'm black until I show up, right? Or we take a picture and somebody's like, "Hey man, why's the photographer in the why's he in the picture?" You know, growing up, my mom totally didn't want me to know I was black, right? But I had questions. I'm getting older, and I'm like, "Hey mom, how come I have like this year-round tan thing going on?" And you guys don't. And she's like, "Oh, ass man. I notice when white folks do that, they're full of shit." I'm like, "Oh." She's like, "It's quite simple, okay? Michael Jackson was born with vitiligo. This is true. Vitiligo is a skin disease that turns black people white, okay? She was like, you were born with the exact opposite of that. You were born with Villanegro." That's my mama. She's smart. You know. But I'm getting older. I got more questions. And I'm like, "Hey mom, how come I don't look nothing like that?" Right? Nothing. I don't got his skin, his nose, nothing. And my mom's like, "Oh, yes, man. Sure you look like your dad. You have his hands. See, his hands are white right there. Your hands are white right there." That's my mama. My dad was cool growing up. My dad took me to see my first prostitute. Much like white people do. You know? It was on my birthday. I was 17. I was a virgin. We piled into the car and were shopping for bitches. I guess I don't know. Right? And all of a sudden the car stops. This older, fat, white lady slides into the car, and my dad dips out, okay? Runs off. I'm a virgin. I don't know what to do, right? So she took over. 10 minutes into it, though, she stopped moving. And I'm freaking out. And I run to my dad. I'm like, "Dad, what do we do when you're having sex with a woman and she stops moving, Dad? Like, what do we do? You know, do we call the ambulance? We call 911? And my dad's like, "Oh, yes, man. We don't call 911. Now go get your money back." Oh, that's my daddy. I mentioned fat white chick. I have a type, I guess. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. You got sort of black delegation. No, me and my fat white chick had to break up. We did. Because I smoked far too much weed, and she kept eating all the Cheetos, and I'm like, this shit ain't gonna work out. Facts. Okay, this is not a match made in heaven, unfortunately, right? You know. So I had to get back out there. I don't know what I like anymore. We were dating for like 4 years. I gotta figure it out, right? Went online. Anybody date online? It's wonderful, right? Isn't it awesome? You talk to somebody for 2 months, you know, you get to know them, you do one date, you show up for the date, and everything goes good.
And then you decide, hey, we should take this to my house. And she's like, no, psycho, I'm not going to your house. You can hurt me and do things to me. I'm like, dude, you're fine. I live with my mom. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be safe. You're gonna be safe. Try. Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, can I do one more?
You had one
Quick.
more? No.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm not a dick, I swear. I'm not an asshole. We just gotta run on time, guys.
It's okay, it's a loose one, you know. Whenever we need to.
Yeah, I'll be that guy. Anyways, give it up for your last comedian of the night, Mr. Frank.
Hey guys, how you guys doing?
Good, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys. Hello?
Turn it off on you, man.
Is it not on?
Too much
Or you let him do one more?
It's turned on. Now it's on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys about a story about my daughter, right? They're starting to roast each other in the playground and stuff. So, Daddy, they're roasting each other in the playground. And I don't know how to roast. Oh, it's easy. It's picking on people's flaws and stuff like that. He's all, I don't know how to do it. I'm nervous. Easy. Roast me. He goes, you sure, Dad? Yeah. Anything goes bad or anything? You sure I'm not gonna get in trouble or get a licking or nothing? No spanking or nothing. Okay, Dad. You look like Jack on crack. Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. What else you got? What else you got? You look like a well-dressed homeless person. I'm like, oh, okay. And he goes, well-dressed homeless person. He goes, yeah, because you don't smell and you still look homeless like from the neck up. I think mom is blind. What do you mean mom is blind? Yeah, because you're kind of ugly, a little bit ugly. Oh, it's okay. Or then you look like an anorexic Maui. Because I have like long curly hair, but right now it's like braided. So that's why I braided. He's like, okay, what else you got? What else you got? You sure? Dad, you sure I'm not gonna get in trouble? Definitely, baby, you're not gonna get in trouble. Dad, when am I gonna get boobs like you? Oh man, I got I gotta. Okay. So, what did they roast you about? He goes, they just call me Lucy Loud and basically a basic Latina because I eat a lot of hot Cheetos. I'm like, that's it. He goes, yeah. And then you couldn't handle that? He goes, yeah. But I just didn't know how to roast people. So you said to make fun of people's flaws, right? All right. So the next day she goes to the school. I get a phone call from the principal. Mr. Garcia. He goes, yes. I'm calling you in regards of Mia's behavior. What she do? She called the little girl fat bitch. Another Asian kid, she called him a little cheap motherfucker. And then another one, there was a little kid that had skid marks, and we called him Skitty. And he goes, oh, really? And I'm like, damn. So how long is she suspended for? Well, she's not suspended, she just got detention. We just need to watch that mouth. She said that you taught her how to roast people? Well, I just told her to pick on people's flaws. I didn't tell her to cuss on other things. So he's like, well, we need to work on your parenting skills. Would you like to take a parenting class? I go, sure. So I'm taking a parenting class, and I'm like, everybody's looking at me like, what is this stoner dude doing here? I'm like, yeah, I came for the parenting class for like a week. He goes, you have kids? He goes, yeah, I have kids. He goes, damn, I look that fucking ugly that you're doubting if I have kids? And he goes, okay, tie them, fix my hair, tie them. And then last week this week I went to the class. Wait, are you the same dude? I go, yeah. I just have all kinds of stuff in my hair now, and I fixed my beard this time. Because before it was a little longer, a little more straggly. And they're like, okay, so today we're going to show how to talk to kids. He goes, how are you feeling today, son? How are you feeling today, daughter? I'm like, why are you asking the kids how they feel? He's just asking, did you eat today? Did you do this? Did you do that? I'm like, damn, there's some basic ass questions. And they're like, sir, we do not use profanity. I'm like, what's profanity? I just say, these basic ass questions. Well, the ass part is profanity. I'm like, oh. Well, obviously you didn't grow up with my dad. Because my dad would have been, bitch, your motherfucker, come here, come here. Everything I got hit by, or I called the dumbass, or called a retard. Did your dad call you a retard? Okay, that's my time.
Damn, now I really feel like a fucking dick. He had another minute, I swear. Alright, so that was all your comics. Give another round of applause for them. So we were going to do a little intermission to do music, but our next act said, fuck that, I'm going to go up there. I don't need an intermission. So I guess we're going to watch Kurt do some acoustic guitar. I cannot speak. Fuck. So give it up for Kurt.
No, just
pull it up.
No, just the grip.
It's the grip. Yeah, just press the grip.
Right there.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so I've written for the past 28 years. I've written an anniversary song for my wife. And, I'm going to play the first one, and then me and Paul are going to play the last one. So, or last year's. Okay, so it's called My Rachel. That's my lovely wife over there. Can I plug in?
The short time that we've been together, I'm the happiest man alive. You know I'd do anything for you. You're always on my mind. I like it when I make you smile. Yeah, it does my heart so good. And the trouble that we had in the past, yeah, we'd change it if we could. I've been thinking about you. You're my Rachel. You're my girl. You're my Rachel. You're my girl. And I got one more thing to say. You're getting more beautiful and I'm turning gray. And I'm still the happiest man alive. As long as I have you by my side. I've been thinking about you. You're my Rachel. You're my girl. You're my Rachel. You're my girl.
I got
gonna do based on.
Physical attraction, purest at its core. Love is too weak a word to describe how much I adore. I remember when we used to walk down to the store. Jump the fence and I'd make sure your feet touch the floor. To where your throbbing time, to where your throbbing time, you're my other half. You're my other half, you're my lover and my best friend. We found each other in this life and we'll find each other again. The moral of the story is that it's just you and me. We're the only things real in this reality. To where it is your throbbing time, to your throbbing time, you're my other half. Thank you, guys.
Okay, well, thank you guys for coming. I thought we had another song. I stepped out for a second. My bad. I feel horrible right now. Well, once again, thank you for coming to whatever open mic. Give it up one more time for Megan. Megan's great. I wish they had Sylvia come up here and say some words, so we're a little caught off guard. So give it up for Sylvia and HMTC guys. We cannot do this without them. Give it up for yourselves, guys. You guys are a great crowd. Honestly, you guys made everyone feel very welcome. We will be doing this the first Friday of every month for July. Since it's the 4th of July, we're talking about doing the second week. We will find out for sure, and we'll post. Please come back, guys. You guys were all great. We loved it, all right? You guys have a great night. Drive safe. Yeah, tip on your way out. We would love it.